Hi guys, welcome back to Avery's Way. My name is Avery and today we're going to be doing 3 books in 1. We're going to be doing The Smart Cookie, Eva and Friends, the story of Eva and Friends. I want to be a doctor. Let's start off with the short one. And we'll just go shortest to biggest or like smallest to biggest. I don't know. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor. We're at the hospital. My mom and dad, my brother Jack, and me. Jack is not so happy. His foot hurts a lot. I saw the whole thing. Jack flew off the top bunk. Maybe he forgot he can't fly. Dad put ice on Jack's foot. His foot is black and blue. Mom thinks it could be broken. So here we are in the emergency room. It is a busy place. Some people are hurt, some people are sick. It is a good thing doctors are here to help. I like to help people too. I tell the doctor her name is Dr. Tate. Maybe you will be a doctor someday, she says. Dr. Tate looks at Jack's foot. She touches it gently. Let's take an x-ray, she says. It will show us if any bones are broken. We go to another part of the hospital. An x-ray machine takes a picture of Jack's foot. A man comes to look at the x-ray. Are you a doctor too? I asked. Yes, he says. I am Dr. Dean. I read x-rays. The doctor sees a small break in one of Jack's bones. So next we go to see Dr. Jones, a bone doctor. There are doctors just for bones, I asked. Yes, Dr. Jones says, just like there are heart doctors, brain doctors, and skin doctors. Who did you see to get those glasses? Dr. Jones asked the eye doctor, I say. What do you call your tooth doctor? Dr. Jones asked the dentist, I say. And who do you see for checkups? He asked. My regular doctor, I say. Oh, I get it. She's a kid doctor. Mom and Jack go into the examine room. Dad and I decide to get a snack. In the cafeteria, we see lots of doctors and nurses on their lunch breaks. Dr. Tate is one of them. I used to think there was only one kind of doctor. I tell Dr. Tate, but there are so many kinds of doctors. What kind would you be? Dr. Tate asked. I shrugged. Well, would you like to meet a few more? He asked. I actually got this book because I want to be a doctor. Dr. Tate takes us around the hospital. We meet Dr. Lou, who is a baby doctor. I've always loved working with little ones, Dr. Lou says. Then we meet Dr. Kent. He helps people walk again after an injury. I really get to know the people I treat, Dr. Kent says. Some of them I I see every day. We meet Dr. Lopez, who works in a lab. She does tests to see what is making someone sick. You must like puzzles, I say. Yes, Dr. Loop says. Our work is like solving mysteries. I asked Dr. Tate what she likes about being an emergency room doctor. I meet so many people, she says. Every day is difficult and busy. Later we go find Mom and Jack. Jack has on a special boot. He needs to wear it for a few weeks. It will help his bone heal. Jack can even walk with it. He is feeling so much better, all thanks to doctors. The end. That's book number 1. I Want to Be a Doctor. You guys can go check this out at Barnes & Nobles. It's a fun book to read, especially if you guys are interested in doctors like her and me. So, I don't know if we'll have time for all these books, but for sure we are going to be able to get through a lot of them. But at the end, I will tell you about the magazines I have and the books that you guys can follow along with me. Like the magazines I have. I don't know if I told you guys this in the beginning, but I do have magazines I'm going to tell you guys about. They're kid magazines and stuff like that. But let's get on to the story of Eva and Friends. Eva the Owlet. The story of Eva and Friends. It was an early evening in Treetop Town. Little owls were waking up and getting ready for the day. Eva Wildwind sat down for breakfast with her dad, Baby Mel, and her big brother Humphrey. Eva's mom hurried into the kitchen. She was waving the newspaper. Guess what's happening at the big oak tree later? She said. The Treetop Treats Contest. Mom showed them the newspaper. Whoever makes the tastiest treats in Treetop Town will win the golden apron. Eva and her family oohed. It was the prettiest, shiniest apron Eva had ever seen. Eva pulled out her diary and began to write. Diary, I'm so excited for the Treetop Treats Contest. I can't wait to see what scrumptious treats everyone makes. I wonder who's going to win the golden apron. Later that night at school, Miss Featherbottom announced, it was art time. You can paint whatever you like, she said. I'm painting the big oak tree. Eva and her friends started their paintings. Then Sue Clausen came to their table. Do you have any purple paint? She asked. I need some for my field of petunias. Eva was disappointed. Her flower painting didn't look as good as the one Sue made. Sue is great at everything, Eva sighed. Oh dear, there's some paint on my feathers, Miss Featherbottom said. Eva opened her diary. I just got a big idea. If I can win the golden apron for Miss Featherbottom, she can use it as an art smooch. Wait, I don't know if I showed you guys the last one. I think I just went up to the other page, but if I did, yeah. Then here's the other one before, because I don't know if I showed you guys these pages, sorry. Eva Eva told her friends her plan to win the golden apron. "You're entering the contest?" asked him. "So am I." "Terrible news, Diary. Sue's entering the contest. Her treats will probably be amazing as her art. I have to beat Sue. I need to make a super special treat if I'm going to win the contest." Eva told Lucy, "Will you come over after school to help?" "I'd love to," Lucy smiled. After school, Eva, Lucy, and Eva's pet Baxter met in Eva's kitchen for our treats. "We're going to make everything nachos," Eva said. "Let's get to the pantry." "Our treats look a little gloopy," Lucy and Eva. Lucy told Eva, when Humphrey tasted their treats, everything nachos, it didn't look like they were very yummy. "I don't think we can enter these into the contest," Eva said. "We have to think of a new treat fast," Eva said. "Let's say our favorite foods." "Carrots," said Lucy. "Acorns," said Eva. "We can make acorn carrot muffins," Lucy exclaimed. The friends had a new fantastic plan. Eva and Lucy were finishing their muffins when Sue rang the doorbell. She needed borrow a scoop for her homemade pecan ice cream. Eva was worried. "Diary, I knew Sue's treats would be great, but I didn't know it would be the most fantastic thing ever. What if she wins the contest?" "Our muffins need something extra special to win," Eva said. "What about colorful sprinkles?" Lucy suggested. She shook sprinkles all over the muffins. They looked amazing. The treetop treats contest was about to begin. Eva and Lucy flew as fast as they could. "Wait for us!" shouted Eva. "Wait for me too!" shouted Sue. Oh no, they were flying right towards each other. Their treats fell to the ground in one big heap. "Your ice cream got all over our muffins," Eva said. "Well, your muffins got under my ice cream," Sue replied. "Now I'll never win the prize for Miss Featherbottom." "I wanted to win the prize for Miss Featherbottom," Eva exclaimed. "No, I did," Sue said. "We all wanted to win the prize for her," Lucy told her friends. "It's too bad her treats are ruined," Sue said sadly. "Maybe not," Eva said. "What if we try to win together?" Eva and her friends took their treat to the judge's table, presenting acorn carrot muffins topped with pecan butter ice cream and sprinkles, Eva announced. The judge took a bite and smiled. "I declare this the tastiest treat in treetops." They won the golden apron. They took the golden apron to their teacher. "For me," Miss Featherbottom asked. "You can use it as a art map," Sue said. "I have the best students in the world," Miss Featherbottom said. Eva was so happy that they had helped their teacher. Diary, guess who won the contest? Me and Lucy and Sue. I was so focused on beating Sue, I forgot why I entered in the first place. But we won the golden apron together. All thanks to our amazing treats. That's the end of book 2. Now we're going to go on to the last and final book. The Smart Cookie is actually one of my favorite books that I have in my house. So you're probably like, what's the Smart Cookie? Well, Smart Cookie is going to the Smart Cookie is a really good book. Are we ready for that book? The Smart Cookie. Greetings, I'm a cookie. I live in a bakery on a street corner near a river. Come on in. Welcome to our little community. It's a warm and supportive place to spend some time. Pretty fantastic. These days, life is sweet, but my journey wasn't always a cakewalk. When I was younger, I couldn't have imagined fitting in there. For a long time, I didn't feel comfortable sneaking up or sharing my ideas. I didn't feel like a smart cookie. I wanted to be a cookie who knew all the answers, a cookie who felt confident, in a group, a cookie who said, when solving a puzzle like this. Looking back, I had some trouble in my early days. I went to school in a gingerbread house. Our teacher, Miss Biscotti, was a kind of patient when I arrived. Each morning, she waved at me and smiled, but I didn't get the best grades, and I never raised my hand because I couldn't think of the answer as fast as the others, and I was the last to finish most tests. It wasn't because I didn't care, and it wasn't because I didn't try. Sometimes I just get distracted and mess up even though I knew the materials there. Those were the most frustrating moments of all. Once I misspelled the word dough, and that was rough. Another time I added when I meant to subtract. Occasionally we'd have a lesson where I absolutely no idea what was happening. I just couldn't keep up. I imagined that my desk was a raft and that I was completely lost in the sea because that's what I felt like. At night, I slept in a cookie jar. I had about 6 dozen roommates. You move. Move! No, you move! No, you move! No, you move! I'd stay awake and stare out the window and worry. And I went this way day after day after day. But then something happened and changed everything. It all started with a homework assignment. Miss Biscotti requested our attention one afternoon. Tonight I would like you to create something completely original, she announced. It can be anything you want. Please bring it to the class tomorrow. That was it. There were no farther instruction. Miss Biscotti winked at me as I gathered my belongings. I felt like I had a million butterflies in my stomach, creating everything, something original due tomorrow. Go. When I got home, I immediately went to work. At first, I tried a cooking project. The results were half-baked. Next, I tried to hammer and nail something. It splintered immediately. Then I tried making a sculpture. It was a complete bust. I wonder if I was about to fail yet. Another assignment. I was stuck. I stared out the window and watched. The rain hit the river. There was something memorizing about the water, how it moved in such a chaotic way, swimming around and around, yet immediately figuring out exactly where I needed to go. Suddenly I had an idea. I decided to write something original, a poem. I came up with a title based on how I'd been feeling my crumbling days after that. The rest of it seemed to fall into place. I wrote and I wrote. I lost track of time, and an hour went by in a flash. Aha! I said when I finished. I couldn't sleep that night, but it wasn't because I was worried. It was because I was excited. I felt like I had really accomplished something. I felt smart. And following day, Miss Biscotti asked for volunteers to share what we'd create. One kid showed off his original frosting art. Another kid revealed his sprinkle just scrumptious machine. It was neat seeing how everyone was good at such different things. Finally, Miss Biscotti turned to me. Would you like to share something? She asked. Gulp. I gulped. I thought I'd probably crumble under the pressure. But I made the way to the front of the classroom. I noticed my hands were shaking and my mouth went dry. The poem is called My Crumbly Days. I said, my voice cracking, and then I read it aloud. As I spoke, I noticed some kids nodding at current lines. Other kids laughed at parts that were supposed to be funny. As I built towards the finale, I felt myself becoming more confident and animated. And in the end, everybody clapped and cheered. I promise you this, I'll never forget it. Miss Biscotti was beaming. No one but you could have written that poem, she said. It was completely original. Aha! I had done it. I created something and shared it with the world. Well, my world at least. The rest of the day was a blur. By recess, I already planning the next poem. I would call it My Sweet Morning. Aha! I thought when I came up with the title. Later that afternoon, Miss Biscotti handed me a note. It said that I should keep writing no matter what. That meant so much to me. School was a bit different after that day. I wasn't so scared to raise my hand or ask a question or share my work. Bonk. Sure, some things still don't come so easily for me, and they do for others. But now I know that you can be smart in many different ways. You don't have to have an answer to everything, question, or suddenly be great at everything all at once. You just need a chance to try all kinds of things to find out who you are and what you do, what you like to do. As for me, I learned that I can write and I can think up great ideas, and I found plenty of other things I'm good at too. I no longer feel lost at sea. It's more like floating down at a river, and the best part is there's always more to learn because we're all smart cookies. Aha! I really don't know. The end. So before we end this video, I will want to share with you guys that the High Five magazine, I have one of those, but I cannot find them. So all you have to do, 5 books for only $5. That's just $1 per book on your first delivery. So you guys can scan this little QR code with the different electronic if you want. Or yeah. But make sure you guys go get like a High Five. You guys have a High Five magazine. They're perfect. And they're just so much fun. I highly recommend High Five books. They are one of the best books. I like magazine books because they have books, they have magazines, they have something like teach something. But I hope you all enjoyed this video for today. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe button if you guys want more book readings and videos. Make sure you guys subscribe and turn on the bell notifications. Bye!